they involved with corruption, why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Boda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol. You don't always nickel down. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
As part of the many challenges in Liberia, through education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are, how will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and destructive politics?
Let me address this private job issue. My response will not go down there. As the other day, who campaigning against private job, the use of private job against President William. I want to publicly apologize to President William. We did not understand the constraint and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to get a city president and his men to try to take our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country grow capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? So these questions plus Bible, John K. Lukiri, and Princess Elisa Granton Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
If I tell you things I did, I'm not the boss. Sorry. You are the one that sees me in here. But today I can't do it. I want to be honest with you. I don't want to tell you that you're going and this and this. I'm very honored with you. You said during the youth education journey, if you were one person who used to steal chicken. Wow, that's it. Today coming back to tell the Liberian people that you want to have an elected position or occupy an elected position. Don't you think you say and refer to you as an old criminal? And then me, I will take it. I did at that time. I cannot do. So what I'm telling you is this. I have been reformed. Not only by myself, but by God. I have been reformed. Don't you think it's too far? This is a political era. You can tell you something. If you want me to lie to the people of this country, then I will not do it. I'm telling you factual story about me. You didn't force me to tell you. I'm telling you something about me. I want the Liberian people to listen to it and be able to vote for me. Jesus Christ, Jesus said, only the criminal will be able to preach the Bible and understand it better. Okay? Why think Jesus made that remark? Because he knew there would be criminals in the world. Look, if I go to speak to you today, you're too hang on me. So if you are read me in Ghana, are you making the statement to get the food of the young people who these days are called fools and focus? Or to maybe seek forgiveness? Let me tell you, I'm making this statement to identify myself and where I come from, the struggle I went through, so you can build your life from there as younger generation and know there is food in the future.
They pray out to go to remain next to. So the man wanted to go sleep on the web post. Yeah, he said, I'm join you to post it to the web minister to get money to the so that we'll take it from there. I said, my man, how many buy for the same election? I have a political catching up. Before the man called me back, now only 18 more. The same man now? Yeah, the same man. The same man who went to the yeah, he called me only 18. Now I'm 8:30. The man called me. He said, my man, our election being I call you by. In the same, the sorry, I think you take that. You take that. I take it out. Sorry, okay. Take that out to press me. Yeah, okay.
Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
They see allegation of corruption. There are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
As part of the many challenges in Liberia, poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are, how will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down there. As the area of Dara who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir. I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraint and the reason and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Waka, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? Answer these questions plus many more. John K. Okoye and Princess Elessa Vonche-Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
I can't talk. Everyone come up here. I don't really care with me. Not all men. I also like to teach you exactly from people. I want that boy. I eat all set. We didn't mind it. Yes, yeah. Like the most I just wanna ask you one question. You need the rest. When I give him the people what they want, they say you give the rest. Let me ask you, is the rest? The people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that what you told us. You give me clean, so you will be the hero. You just be rest, no why you for us. So how the rest not stable. No job, no food on the table. No just for the poor. Once you get no money, rest and show your kids get poor. No opportunity for them. Instead of help people, the poverty on them. Everybody people what you for. You treating the people to say you not alive. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question that will you give the rescue? We're not giving the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are coming to change things, but we not seeing teachers. Promises you made, now you are asking things. We not seeing teachers. You made it you got it into CDC and you finally they get more blue. You downsizing, you wish counting. Now when they do it, I give the people suffering. You downsizing, you wish counting. Now when they do it, I give the people suffering. You rather give the rescue now, give me your rescue team. I said, it's a rescue. I just wanna do one question, now we give the rescue. We not giving the people what they want, then you say you give the rest. Let me ask, miss the rest. The people say not like it. I mean, who you I wanna ask you one question that we need to rescue. Not giving the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. It's a rescue. The people say not like it. I mean, who you rescue? The rescue, and give me a rescue. I said, it's a rescue. I want to ask you one question that we need to rescue. Not giving the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people say not like you.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9. This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Kai. Alexa is here. Jerome Roosevelt also here. Jointly, we're going to have a tripartite engagement on the People's Radio at about this moment, the time in Monrovia and parts of Liberia. The time in Liberia is 15 minutes past 4 o'clock. There are too many things happening in the country. A lot of issues going on in the Republic of Liberia. 22 lawmakers, 22 political parties in the country were able to endorse the nomination of Wido, Jonathan Wido, to serve as the chairman of the National Elections Commission. The biggest question now becomes, since when did we start to see political parties endorsing the nomination of next chairperson? When the country is economically difficult, when things are rampant, when things become tougher, that's when you see all of these fitigelic attitude going on in the country. Why should political parties endorse the nomination of a chairperson of the Elections Commission? The only thing that is heard of is the fact that political institutions will raise reservations when they are not pleased with the nomination. We have not seen a situation where political parties are hailing the appointment of a chairperson of the Elections Commission. Why is this one happening? What is going on? All of the political parties sign with one pen, one single pen. That's what they sign with. They sign with one color pen. And I'm sure Alexa and Jerome will automatically, come up with the particular reason behind what that is done. Why would 22 political parties go to a meeting and all 22 of them sign with one color pen? The same ballpoint. Some pen can be thicker, some pen can be lighter, but the guys were able to sign with one simple color, one thickness, the same color pen, the very particular pen. That's what all of them use. It says something about division. It says something about money division, but we're going to be looking into that conversation as well. Richard Nangbeku and members of the House of Representatives on Friday. According to what we are told, Richard Nangbeku and members of the House of Representatives during the course of the weekend were able to attempt to remove Yeka Koluba. I repeat, the attempted removal of Yeka Koluba took place on the Capitol during the course of the weekend. Speaker Richard Nangbeku attempted to remove Yeka Koluba from his position this gone weekend. But again, the Supreme Court of Liberia is at the moment looking into the particular situation, because prior to the attempt by Richard Ku and his men at the legislature to attempt to remove Yeka Koluba had already gone to the Supreme Court with his lawyers to file a writ of prohibition against the proceedings of the House of Representatives. And so that particular topic is going to form the basis of today's presentation. Plus, another disturbing story coming up from Lofa County. It has been reported that the Guinean soldiers are still on our land in Lofa. And according to the information has been published by Spoon Talk, Spoon Network, the Spoon FM correspondent in Lofa County has been threatened, has been allegedly threatened by state security actors, specifically from the National Security Agency of Liberia. We are told that NSA officers are allegedly chasing after the Spoon FM reporter in Lofa County. And the only reason why they are doing so is because they feel that the boy is leaking out information relative to the presence of the Guinean soldiers on our soil. Oh yes, and so Stanton was on the point when he was advocating for his correspondent to be left alone. The man said, "Leave my correspondent alone. If you are concerned about why they begin reporting, you should be concerned about why the soldiers are still on our soil." And so bear with us as we intend to drive you through these three talking points. 22 political parties endorsing Jonathan Widor. Richard Ku and his colleagues attempting to remove Yeka Koluba during the course of the weekend. And the report of NSA officers allegedly chasing after Spoon FM correspondent in Lofa County. These three topics with these three talk show hosts will form the basis of today's presentation on 87.9. We take a break. When we come back, we bring you Crime Stoppers Liberia and SAR Insurance. After which, we're going to be jumping deeply into the conversation. Remember, if you're playing the cash giveaway, the time is up and ready. 100 Liberian dollars will take you directly to $5,000. And that is depending on your luck. Moreover, the more you play, the better your chances are. So keep playing by dialing *255*1#, hoping that when we reach the point of doing more draws, we're going to be selecting a lot of you who will be probable winners, or who will be potential winners, right here on the platform to receive $5,000. Or if you're playing the jackpot, you can receive $25,000. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation right here on 87.9.
I'm stopping right and make it before them before. Stop on Liberia. From the center to interior. Let me be ourselves, the stopping ground for all of our people bringing safety to your door. Stopping right and make it before them before. Stop on Liberia. From the center to interior. Keeping ourselves, the stopping ground for all of our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Stop. The people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Stop on Liberia. From the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's be ground for all of us. The people bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and making peace for them before. Stop on Liberia. From the center to interior. Keeping us safe, let's be ground for all of us.
I guess what? It's not gonna feel.
The sun is hot and the structure isn't moving. Most of all, my car insurance expires today. Now I have to file a parking to stay in long queue. My whole day is gone.
My friend, why are you doing that to yourself? You don't need to go to them. Star Auto Express comes to you. It's the fastest way to get your auto insurance in Liberia.
Will they come to me in this traffic?
Anywhere in Monrovia, just send your vehicle documents to them on WhatsApp. They will process everything in 10 to 15 minutes. You pay with mobile money or cash. When they arrive at your door, no stress, no waiting. And the best part, delivery is absolutely free of charge.
So I can stay in my office, send a WhatsApp, and my sticker just appear.
Exactly. And listen, if you insure your car for 1 full year, SAR gives you a free gasoline coupon. You are saving time and getting free gas just for being a new customer. It is extra value for your money. SAR Insurance is committed to protecting you across Liberia from Broad Street, Nsinko, to Douala, Buchanan, and Ganta City. We are there for you. Drive with confidence, knowing you are back by a name trusted by the Central Bank. Get your relief today. WhatsApp us at
0770 38 1293
0771 504645. Free calls on Orange 0771 111222 or Lone Star 7223. Star Auto Express. No stress, no waiting, just simple, fast delivery.
Okay, all right. Okay, SAR Insurance. That's what I said. Just do your WhatsApp, your information on WhatsApp, and you're good to go. Okay, so we're on LEC, by the way. So if the station goes off, don't change your dial. We'll go power generator on. We're managing with LEC yet. Alexa, Jerome, good afternoon.
Hi, hello. Jerome looks so fresh.
Oh no, the man is neatly
like
dressed.
he's really fresh. For those of you watching, you are seeing his fresh haircut and everything else. But anyway, it is good being back on the radio after a couple of days, and we have a lot to talk about. Liberia doesn't run out of any topics at all.
Mhm.
So we have a couple of interesting ones, and I think we're going to talk about them.
3 different talking points.
3 different
So,
topics.
Jerome, before you start, I want you to beg you, please. Let's ask Alexa, how many days will you work this week?
How many days?
Yeah, will you work this week?
So disclaimer, I'm leaving here 5:30 today.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'm leaving the same 5:30. Okay.
I think it is the schooling. So
He knows.
Hey,
he wants to put me on the
She
spotlight.
was never in school.
I was doing something else.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be radio all the time. I have other stuff going on.
Okay.
Once I have events,
So we are asking you now. How many days? How many days you work in
I
a
don't know.
week?
It depends on what's going to happen in the classroom. Okay.
Okay.
The day I stay at Rizana, all about making. Yeah. Okay. So I'm done.
One person protests or 2 persons protest, it can be too strong. Otherwise, I will protest that day. The children, I will go.
Your Monday, your show, and talk with your black bottle.
No, my man, don't say too old. What it called John Hall.
But welcome, guys.
Today is the Workaholic Monday, and once again we are here. And thank you for joining us. And this is the program that allows Liberians and those within Liberia have the opportunity to listen to all of the basic information. So we are again, like Oliver would say, in the car, on the tree.
we're here to talk about national issue. Oliver.
Okay, so basically, be reminded that we are on LEC, and as crazy as LEC is, it might go. So by the time the station is off, don't worry, we'll go put our generator on. You know,
we got it going on.
Yeah,
okay?
we manage to buy small fuel, so we there. We get small fuel inside. We don't get fuel. You know how to get to us. No, I mean, I'm being honest. When you want buy fuel, you know how to get to us. You know, reach out to my inbox, reach out to Alexa or Jerome. Say you want buy fuel. You know, we can operate.
And you remind me of one party you went to a friend. Well, Pastor, when you say, man, they can't don't expect nothing when you be thinking in your heart.
I'm just here to sympathize.
Mr. John, you're there. He said, the mail, my mail. But don't get in your heart, say, oh, a friend I can't, so we'll go buy it. Don't expect nothing.
That guy was he was very terrible. Yeah, so we gave it a clear code. They on what we on, that LEC we're using.
And we're managing.
And we're managing. So LEC do bim. Identity station do bim. Don't change your dial. Just lower, lower it because the really can be doing, so lower it more. In less than 30 seconds, we'll be back on to continue. But right now, we're using the people's stable electricity.
And on the internet as well. So
yeah, so we're using the people's quote unquote stable electricity. So let's hope it's going to be stable. They don't say much on our generator away. Imagine if we are throwing our generator away at the radio station.
That guy needs bill plugging.
Oh yeah, they don't need real to the fire. To the fire on Broad Street.
And if you were to go back to 2019, it's too short for Delon to just change.
What US dollar cannot do doesn't exist.
What is this?
Yeah. Oh, you shocked me. Yeah.
We're discussing money.
What US dollar cannot do doesn't exist. What the Senate can do, what the Senate can do, it doesn't exist.
The brown envelope.
What brown envelope can do, it doesn't exist. What being in the proximity of the president can do, it doesn't exist.
And I used to walk every morning when I was in Bapnesville, and Delon House was like open door policy.
Yeah.
You would just pass in front, you see his house, and then that's it every morning. But after Delon won the election,
the man needs to be protected.
Have you seen the Mexico war?
You slow. More than so, bitch.
The wall of Jericho is
I said Mexico because they were stopping for the drug and other things. Talking.
More than so, bitch.
Their country?
But at the border, the border. Somebody said maybe play music with Symbols,
Yeah,
they let go off.
The first job.
They'll be discussing the men pass. What the man enjoying yourself.
They may be good with
play music with Symbols.
The fact is that I mean, if we're in a developed country, we'll sue Delon because the man told us y'all go to a generator there.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll sue the man, and the man is a government official.
Yeah.
And giving the people assurance, go and
he is an influential voice. So anything he says at a point in time, especially when it comes to national issues,
oh yeah,
they let go of.
Yeah, so that's why it is. But today is a wonderful one. Today is Monday, the 20th of what?
We're moving.
We're not about moving. Something is terrible happening.
Something is fast moving.
Yeah. Okay, so today is the 20th of the month of April. So the month is going. We're going.
The people who are working for Monday can be happy when the month moving. The people who have that responsibility to live up to that expectation of labor, they worry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah. We're worrying how to pay salary right now, bro. That's not where it is. But we're gonna take this quick musical break. Well, yeah, Alexa, we need this. So remember, we already told you about the LEC business. So when we are done, when we go off, don't worry, we'll come back. Yeah, but let's take this quick break. To have this song, it is a Liberian piece. Wow, I think I missed this song.
Which one is it?
I think I missed this song. Let me see. Yep. This should be a Liberian piece. Let's take this quick break to be right back. No.
Whoa. Like, what do you want to play? Because on a Monday, We are yet to even start our discussion. Oh, my boss bringing. Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
What? No, but you know when I play the when I select the song, when I select the song, what I intend to play is not what's coming.
What do you intend to play?
I intend to play One Man,
One Man, One Cup.
One Cup.
Yeah, we played that song the other day, way back. What was it way back? But I think it was last year.
I'm really looking for L. Yes, Lord. Exclusive from FalterLBR.com. Yeah. Man, won't call, no cross for dog. I ain't got nobody living as wrong. Man, won't call, no cross for dog. I ain't got nobody living as wrong. I'm hungry, got some of my in my pocket. Since every day in the real left market. I got one cup, man, I eat it with my grip. I like it with Italy so big. I don't chop it. Don't put your hand there. If I grab it, I will chop it. It's for everybody, so don't ask me. My man, you too lazy, your hair turn you green. Just watch me. We will so be digging your brain. Or deep or deep. Our man did party. The so was so hot, so he never make it. No for lazy, man, no you for telling, man. Mama in the kitchen, facing brand. What's all? You ready to corner, drinking dead. What's all the dude that hungry? That's why she eating polo. Because what you, man, she won't be my no. I got one spoon, man. I got one spoon, man. I got one spoon, man. I get one shit, man. When I eat the band leaking, that's why I can lick it. If you don't like it, man, you just forget it. Oh, man, one call, no call for dog. I ain't got nobody living as wrong. Oh, man, one call, no call for dog. I ain't got nobody living as wrong. I'm gonna walk. I let my bit out off. Put my own with a red man off. Don't walk up ball, I can't eat that beer ball. My pursuit, don't get my bottom cross to that. Listen, boy, and you say you weak, you with a dog. My man, you not my friend. You feel so scared, you won't eat on my tube with that. Yeah, me, I'm a country man. I let my man. The people say I'm broke, I eating cold food. But take my alley for put the leg on the pole. Bring the rest down, let me cook it on my stove. When the red cold, I will eat it on my bush. One man won't call me, and I won't know. And I won't know. I ain't got nobody living as wrong. One man won't call, no prophet dog. I ain't got nobody living as wrong. If it's not that cold, they want no joke. Everybody, let's go. See me sitting on my floor, my big boy. You know I'm making sure so much you can get cold. When you try it, my man, I will give you overboard. Let me tell you, no monkey where I can draw. When you try my chew, I will surely blow your jaw.
Okay, so we carefully selected this song. I intended to have this song selected because we live in an era where food being tough now, so everybody managing what they have. If you beg somebody for money and the person give it to you, or the person is, slow to act, don't think the person wicked. Money being high in the country. So One Man, One Cup. The message there is to let you know that the country high, we got to manage. We got to manage it. Yeah. So we're not coming there before. If your people in America, way back when they can be sending you, have lived $50 through same way. I think you call the other one RIA and different tap, and they're not sending it fast like that. Don't hold them responsible. Their responsibility has increased, and so automatically it's difficult for them. So One Man, One Cup, no crop for dog. I ain't got nobody. Live here, bro.
It's kind of best for the people who they do not have anyone across.
No, it's difficult.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult.
But that God can come monkey here. So that's why we choose to play this song, so that you know that no crop for dog.
And I thought it would have been all the way behind us. How can it catch up with us when we were supposed to be rescued? They catch up with.
Oh us. Yeah, it is timeless.
Okay, so I think we've been able to refresh your memory a bit. So here is the first thing we want to talk about. Then we jump to the Yega Koloba issue. Then we go to those hungry political parties, which we're disappointed in there anyway. So the issue in Guinea is still on. Alexa and Jerome. By the way, Stanton Witherspoon had this report to make on his show a couple of days ago. Let's listen to it.
They are looking for him, right? They're trying to arrest him for sharing this video. We want to encourage everyone at the Solomon County border, wherever border they are. If you see the Guinean foreign trip to that border, please do a recording and send it. They are looking for our reporter, and again, are reaching out to everyone in the government that this is wrong. He didn't do anything. You cannot charge him for treason. Why would NSA be looking for him? He did a piece of video. He's on an independent network, and you want to tell us that they are looking to arrest him because he shared this video? Isn't it the truth that man sharing video because the people at the border? Why would Prince C. Johnson, the director of NSA, send people to arrest him? Why these guys after the moment stop, I beg you, this is serious now. Let me play the video. Do we have Guineans on the Labyrinth store? Yes. Are they building the temporary home on the Labyrinth store? And that's the reason why they are looking for him. Our reporter is hiding. He's calling me crying. And I must play this. It's wrong. The government must start. The reporter should have the chance to go and report exactly what they are seeing. That's why we are independent. Why are we going to step on this? Let me play this. This is exactly what he said. And that's the reason why they are sending people to look for him.
But to continue what I'm saying, that the Guinean security, this FM, the Guinean security, say on our side, as we speak today, we have to do the temporary loan, something like that. The Guineans sent last month, they've been here. Since last month, they came to the country, to the World Bank. They are stayed there. Therefore, no normal activities going on here. People are scared. People are afraid that anything can happen anytime. Because, as a matter of fact, they come with arms in our country to the World Bank. Anything can happen. So, no normal activities going on here. As a matter of fact, one of the companies that engage in rice production, the massive rice production here, they call Makona River Farm and Agriculture Services, not working. But right, they're supposed to start preparing their land, start preparing her land to start planting next month. But they were denied by the security, by the Liberian security, that the environment is not conducive, the environment is not safe. So as a result of the Guinean security personnel on our soil, no normal activities going on here. The 33 towns that surrounding the river are not working. They are not doing their normal activities like farming, going on their farms and moving from here and there. Freedom is not given as we speak because of the presence of the Guinean security on our soil. So to update you guys, nothing happening here. Major, no normal activities going on here. Absolutely no normal activities. If anybody tell you that the Guineans gone back, it's not true. They are still here as we speak. No normal activities going on here. Everything remains the same as we started.
And to tell you the truth, I don't know why would NSA go after the reporter and I seen that they want to arrest him. It's wrong. It's wrong. The man is reporting a fact. No normal activities going on there. Everything is on the lockdown. The Guineans say out of border, they still on Liberia, man. These are true. It's not a lie, Gibson. You shouldn't sit down here and suppress this kind of good reporting and try to cover up the government. It's nothing to say they're lying.
Okay, Jerome, Alexa, that's the case. The boy reported that even agricultural companies that were doing some communal, farming projects along the river banks, they are not able to go back to their project site. Too many things happening, too many things, disrupted at the crossing point, the Solomon crossing point. And he decided to report the news of Spoon FM that the soldiers say, they don't go. In fact, the bearing, small bearing, what it will be, be keeping the ticket and the entire part and so forth. And according to the information, it has been alleged that the National Security Agency agents are after him. I don't know what they want to do, whether they want to kill him or they want to arrest him or torture him, whatever the case is. But his bossman, Stanton, is saying, you're still hammering the boy. The boy didn't do nothing. The boy is only reporting what he is seeing. That's it. I mean, let me hear from you.
And again, we are back after many weeks, many days, a possible month, with this same issue after the president of the Republic of Liberia, Joseph Boakai, said this stuff was under control. A lawmaker head, presumably, will be out because of the same issue. And we will continue to say that the government of Liberia needs to be sincere to the ordinary citizens. Because if you are not sincere and you put the citizen in harm's way with other countries, it doesn't bring trust. It kills the trust between the government and the ordinary citizens. So, and look, we have passed this stage. The government that came to power by a democratic means, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. This government that is in power as opposition political party, they enjoy the process of freedom of speech. And like he said, the government has contacted one of the security agencies to start chasing and maybe cover what, because they stop reporters, journalists from going to that place. And with the timing, it kind of frustrating, it's sickling, and it just shows that the government of Joseph Boakai doesn't have the courage to defend the people and the integrity of our country. So you cannot be chasing the ordinary people. At the same time, you do not have the courage to go and say, this is our property. Because at the end of the day, you're telling a lawmaker that, hey, he has gone against the Constitution, the law of the country, and so, he needs to leave his job in government. We could all agree. We could all play the devil to say, okay, yes, this man is wrong. What has been the government's own stance on this issue? Are we going to keep dragging to say, oh, yes, the government is mature? We keep dragging, like you said, a company, presumably, hundreds of Liberians could be benefiting from this company.
An agricultural company for that matter. Yep.
Because that's their fee. That's their fee in that area. Everybody knows that Lofa County, as we used to call it, the bread basket of our country. So if these things are happening, in the first place, the government of Joseph Boakai isn't sincere to the people. And you're chasing one person, but then you say, oh, you are mentor. Look, the government needs to be serious. And I don't want to waste too much time on this, but Oliver, this is very serious. This is very, very serious. And as the weeks, days, months pass, it gives the Guineans authority to think that this is their place. Because it's like anybody accuses Oliver, and Oliver say, oh, yeah, let people do what they want to hang get time. The more the person will come and say, hey, I told you, why you think Oliver can come? So as the government of Liberia allows the Guineans to be there, there's no issue.
He said, Chief, because you played this video, let's play again. They are looking for him, right? They're trying to arrest him for sharing this video. We want to encourage everyone at the Solomon Kamu border, wherever border you are. If you see the Guinean foreign troop to that border, please do a recording and send it. They are looking for our reporter, and again, are reaching out to everyone in the government that this is wrong. He didn't do anything. You cannot charge him for treason. Why would NSA be looking for him? He did a piece of video. He's on an independent network, and you want to tell us that they are looking to arrest him because he shared this video? Isn't it the truth that the man sharing video because the people at the border? Why would Quincy Johnson, the director of NSA, send people to arrest him? Why these guys after the moment stop, I beg you, this is serious now. Let me play the video. Do we have Guineans on the Liberian soil? Yes. Are they building the temporary home on the Liberian soil? And that's the reason why they are looking for him. Our reporter is hiding. He's calling me crying. And I must play this. It's wrong. The government must stop. The reporter should have the chance to go and report exactly what they are seeing. That's why we are independent. Why are we going to step on this? Let me play this. This is exactly what he said. And that's the reason why they are sending people to look for him.
But to continue what I'm saying, that the Guinean Security, this from FM, the Guinean Security, say on our side, as we speak today, they had to do the 10 or 11, something like that. The Guineans sent last month, they've been here. Since last month, they came to the country, to the rural bank. They are still there. They are still there. Therefore, no normal activities going on here. People are scared. People are afraid that anything can happen anytime. Because a matter of fact, they come with arm in our country to the rural bank. Anything can happen. So no normal activities going on here.
Alexa, a refresher.
Yeah. So this is April, right? And when was the last time we had a conversation about this? Like a whole 2 hour to talk about what's happening. I can't remember. We've just been, referencing the situation at the Solomba border in passing. And I remember clearly I stated that there was an ongoing diversionary tactic to have Liberians to forget about what's happening at the border, to have Liberians to disregard the core issue at the border. And to some extent, I would say I think it's succeeded a little bit, in as much as we continue to just reference it. When we're discussing a couple of different issues, we're still on it. But I don't know about other media outlets. I don't know about the social media traffic it had the moment this entire situation started. Because I remember the first day when those young people managed to have raised our flag, it was an entire hype on the social media. Everybody was talking about it, whether it was ruling establishment or people in the opposition. Almost everybody was talking about it. Everybody was making, a status about it. Everybody was making a post about it on the social media. That went for a couple of days, and after those days, everybody forgot about it. And the government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Information and the minister, he addressed the press, usually at the MICAT press, briefing, however it is called. And he said something that was not to be said based on how he responded to people who were very concerned and people who were, basically just wanting to understand what is happening and we're scared. How can we react, or how can we respond to these things? And he talked about if the way happening now, like you can go for whatever he said. That was that. It didn't take long. The president of this country, Mr. Joseph Boakai, he paid visit to Guinea, and he was accompanied again by the president of Sierra Leone. I'm trying to just give a basis of all these things. And they had a whole long conversation there. The president got back to the country. The president addressed the nation again. And the president said the same things basically that were said in Mika's press briefing. And since that moment, we are yet to get any official update from the government of Liberia through its mouthpiece, the Ministry of Information. We are yet to get any official, information or update. The House of Legislature, they went there. Some of them, the members, they went there. They're getting back. They organized an entire mass choir, and that was that. And Yeke Koluba case, came up. He said a whole lot, referencing sources as well. I'm saying this to me, Liberians have forgotten to some extent. And now you have new update from Witherspoon, who helped to bring this government to power. Mr. Stanton Witherspoon of Spoon FM or Spoon Talk, or however we want to call it. He is saying his reporter is being targeted by, allegedly, the NSA, National Security Agency of Liberia. According to him, his reporter sent a video saying we still have the presence of Guinean soldiers on the Liberian soil and they are yet to leave. He gave us statistics about, the different communities or different towns around there that people are not still doing the things they normally do. And according to him, this has warranted the NSA to target this reporter. And that's where I draw the line. Because my question is, what do you want to do with this reporter who is just doing his job as a journalist? Why, if this information is accurate, because we're not the ones reporting. It is Stenson saying he has gotten intel. What do you want to do with the reporter? Was it made clear that it is forbidden for, any journalist or a freelance reporter to go there and give out information? Was it established that, in fact, it is forbidden for anyone to talk about what's happening at the border? I don't remember anything. I don't remember a circular, as that. I don't remember that as a policy. I don't remember that as a law. I don't remember. So if that is the case, it means all of you already know what has happened. You already know what was the climax point of the discussion held in Guinea between Mr. President and the President of Guinea. Probably you already know the outcome of that meeting. That's one of the reasons you are somehow preventing reporters from reporting issues at the border. And why would you be focusing on something like that when we also have other national security, issues in the country as well? Why? It means we're having another mixed priority again. That's what we're having. Because NSA, if this information is true as reported by Stenson, it means something is under the pipeline that we're yet to know as Liberians, that we're yet to know as citizens of this country. The people who are to be investigated, they're not being investigated. Because from the onset of this entire situation, the first report that came, it mentioned, the Minister of Internal Affairs, now the Ministry of Local Government, Francis, and other people who were there in the meeting, right? From the onset. So those are people you should at least, call and just have a conversation to understand exactly the onset. Also, our president had already gone there, and there was already a meeting. So we should be thinking about what exactly was discussed, because the president promised us and the president assured us that everything is under control, and the people who are there, that's just one of the ways that they're trying to go back to their country and all those different things. So I'm not sure that this is exactly what should be happening, because reporters and journalists are to be protected, especially when it comes to providing accurate information to the public. They should be protected, and all of you should be somehow celebrating this young man for continuously updating Liberians, because we don't know what's happening there, especially for Liberians who are in different counties other than Lo-Fi County. You should be saying thank you to this man. But if this is something that has already started, and if this is something that is accurate, it means probably the government doesn't want us to talk about anything regarding that border issue. It means maybe they've already sorted out, all the issues at the border, and they know what was the climax point. And it is not a bother to have the presence of Guinean soldiers on our soil. So it means, hey, Liberians, forget about it. Do not talk about it. And that's that. And it is on period. Because even the House of Legislature, imagine, we forgot about what was happening there, and we took an entire month, in fact, to focus on Yeke Koluba. Even though Rachel Kun had gone along with members of the House of Representatives, they are going there. They are promised those people that they were sent. For me, I will be on the issue whole day. I will continue to remind him, right? He had gone there and he had promised. He had promised that, hey, we're going to have the presence of LRRC. We're going to have the presence of the National Disaster Management here to provide, some level of relief to all of you. Maybe food or something for shelter and everything else. They didn't focus on that one. They forgot about what was happening. People stopped discussing it, and everything was focused on Yeke Koluba. Oh, his statement was treasonous and he should be expelled. And here we are again with another drama. So everybody is now focused on Yeke Koluba's saga, and everybody is not talking about the border situation. So have they succeeded in, shutting everybody up? We should be saying journalists should keep tap of what's happening. They should stay connected to inform us. But no, this has become a serious problem. this has become a serious problem. And as much as we want this country to move forward, I think it is also very important that the people who are governing, the people who are in power, they should be able to distinguish what is, something that should be focused on and what is something that should be at the back in the meantime. Because the safety, national security issues, these are serious issues. And when your citizens are not protected, when they feel like there's no movement to be protected by the government, it becomes a major problem. So I'm saying this to NSA, Prince Johnson. I don't know how true this is because it is reported by Center, and according to him, his reporter is being targeted. And that guy is crying that he's in danger. So if this is a very serious thing, I know usually I will say NSA not yet to clear air because the National Security Agency, but you need to tell us somehow whether that Mika will tell us it or someone else will tell you, but you got to tell, is this exactly the case? If so, what do you want to do with this reporter? Is it forbidden that we should not talk about it? Tell us.
Okay, so the both of you made it very clear and simple. So thankfully, we're not spending more time on this conversation. The first thing is the government is very shameful. They're shameless as well. They are also disgusting and disgraceful. I don't know why we're still having this conversation about the Guinea on our soil when our government is very silent on the matter. It is a shame these guys continue to present a case as though they were so sophisticated and very educated. Unfortunately, the issue in FOIA is choking them. They do not have a solution towards it. They are ashamed of their action. They are ashamed of how they approach the matter. They feel embarrassed, that under their watch, they who said a new book, they who said a new everything about governance, they who said a new everything about running country, under their watch, Guinea men sitting on our soil and boiling their calama and fixing their attire on our land. These guys are embarrassed. They're ashamed. They are ashamed. All of the security knowledge to say the guy, they sat down here with the security, sophistication, had the notebook. They sat down here. They could not even detect. They could not even detect that the Guineans are planning to come. Look at the budget. Look at how much we pump into national security in this country. See how much we pumping in the Liberia National Police. See the budget, Jerome, Alexa, and the rest of you listening to the radio and watching us. Look at how much we pump into the National Security Agency, NSA. We pump close to 23, 24 million US dollars every year on Joe Barker. Through the NSA. We pump close to 14 million plus US dollars in the Liberia National Police and other security apparatus. The security sector alone is sweeping almost $100 million in different statutory appropriation and how you call incident funding. You're getting more money. In fact, a Sierra Leone country with enough security intelligence here would have detected that the Guinean won't cross. In fact, the fact that the Guinean came and our people use a single barrel and other things, to run them away. It's Sierra Leone country where the security folks are not interested in eating money, where they are very inclined to security operations. They would have had the intel from the Guinean side of the border, Jerome, to know what the guys are planning to do. A Sierra Leone national security actors would have had people in that area to say, look, you know what? So long the guy made a fire attempt, we're going to send our guys on reconnaissance, whatever the case is.
All the money.
That's what NSA get all that money for. The money in there for you to, wire in and turn it around and go carry the rehab. People are going to pay a new hospital. No, that's not what the money there for. It's not that for Joe Baga children when they broke, you go there and they go take some and go carry this and that. That's not what it's for. It's for Sierra Leone covert. It's Sierra Leone country. At about the moment that thing happened, they should have had people across the border and giving direct intel. We were taken by surprise. Nobody will come play big mafia. We're taken by surprise. Because somehow there was no coordination. The TikTok police director will go with TikTok cameras, field talk cameras and go and for the cameras, you go there for the cameras. He went the fire, he did not even see the water. He came back. He went the fire, he did not even see the water. Nelson Firma said, well, Nelson Firma went closer. Nelson Firma went closer. The TikTok police director when you could not even see the water.
It was beautifully attired.
How much? So why the hell are we pumping $23 million in the budget every year for national security when Guinean Soya came here without? We didn't even have any signal. Not a signal. If there was a signal from the national security, it just said the NSA, maybe the NSA fed the rest of the security, the National Security Council with their intel, then it means the government ain't coordinating, and they should not be running like that. They told all the educator, they told all the notebook, they told all they know how to run country, and so they should not be running the country in such a very satisfying manner. That's how they're running it.
So did the reporter actually report story that is inaccurate?
No, the reporter is not telling you the minister to the border here. People also have made farm for people to be growing crops and other things. They're not able to do it because everybody's still having fear. Guineans are still here. They're not here with ratting. They're not here with biscuit. They're not here with pen and paper. They are here with guns.
So how does that warrant
arms and ammunition?
Being,
the man is not declassifying anything.
Exactly.
The country
he's
is
basically reporting the facts.
He's reporting from the man is reporting from a place where the police director can go. The man is reporting from the water side, the place where the police director can step out. That's where he's reporting from. So why would people plan to allege they want to, arrest him, adopt him, torture him, and do something to him? I mean, it doesn't work it. How many people will this government silence before they understand that you cannot govern a post-war country like Liberia with such carelessness? That places that Ghana, when I experience war, you can do that kind of bullcrap. You can risk it up. Places that Africa experience something small, but I mean, you don't run a post-war country like Liberia. What kind of intimidation? Because you know why? And not everybody in the country is scary. There's some point you can intimidate the other people. It will vibrate. When you punch it will vibrate, and when it's vibrating, there'll be chaos, there'll be casualty. How the hell you pass around? What the hell you have no book, you have no security intelligence, you pass around, he's a veteran, he's a veteran, he's a veteran. What the hell you passing around with a veteran in it? Scary people. Starting at the beginning, we've been a walk. Imagine, look, the whole thing was just vulnerable. The very moment no beginner left, no 4 year beginner left, and the middleman to run away, a Sierra Leone country would have had the presence of security forces stationed at the border. The very moment the guys left. Look, who told you the Guineans are foolish? Who told you Soya man crazy? Soya man ain't crazy. Soya man will not go to danger easily. The first thing, Dumoya ain't prepared to declare war on Liberia. To say, we're declaring war. No. President Baga himself is not even prepared to declare war on Dumoya. So what the guys were doing was they were picking tents. A smart, sensible, Sierra Leone security apparatus, a security council that operating on the basis of coordination would have exploited that opportunity. Rangsa Banga, Rangsa, Vonjima, Alexa, Vonjima, Banga, Babolu, if there are persons of AFL personnel there, automatically the very moment that thing happened, you should have had a deployment of your troop with your tanks, everything across the border. Those Guinean soldiers will not see our men with their tanks. And don't ask me about tanks, President. We have brought over 15 tanks from the UAE. He brought over 15 military tanks from the UAE. Those vehicles, they can put the gun on top of it. Deploy about 4 or 5 other tanks. And all the small weapons on the way you got, let it be there. The Guineans will see you from way across. They will not cross. They will not cross. Because the people intention is not a fair, they will not cross. They would have seen that thing. Then the next thing that foreign minister going to be calling foreign minister, president going to be calling president, and it would have been settled that way. But you left the place vulnerable. The young people were there taking care of the place. The Guineans used to be across on the side using spying glasses. The way by Jerome, yeah. The military, they were using the spying glasses to spy across the river. When they spied, they saw Kisi speaking Kisi with glasses, but they wanted to be vulnerable. That's how the guys came. In surveillance clothes, that's how the guys came.
And it is really, really disappointing
that
those young men have the courage to engage Guinean soldiers.
You made us vulnerable.
And the people who are paid to do the job are unable to even go there.
Either they are incompetent or they are not coordinating properly, which is also
it goes back to being incompetent.
Thank you. So you like I always say, don't look where you fall. Look where you slip. Don't blame the people who is reporting the story. Why you won't go adopt that other one? To go the boy who's speaking, I mean,
I beg you.
listen to the man accent.
Please.
The man reporting. You could tell that the man error, the man English is synonymous to Kisi. The man saying the thing, you know that the man live in a place. The man knows the place very well. Why you want for the man? How much more will you all be? I mean, will you continue to want to shut it down? The man may choose not to report to Spoon. He may choose to report to BBC. He may choose to report to other international wires. Don't fight the man. Do you know how many journalists and private citizens who can go to those places and collect, their personal data? You know how many video we get with the Guineans there? How am I to know the man can be drinking a tie and they can be pulling the money calama? You know how many information we got? And you won't go run behind the pole the ball? That people forest. They don't want to know the place. You know how many bypass the fucking face to go lock their water trap to Makona River? I mean, I hope this thing is not true. I hope what Standard was reporting is not something authentic. But if it is, if it has some iota of truth, the government should stop focusing on that young man. You are diverting the attention and energy of the government in wrong places. This is nonsense you're doing with Yeke. For which you attempted to say you want to remove Yeke. I mean, I keep saying it was an attempted removal. Yeke is not removed. As far as the Liberian law is concerned, as far as governance and the rule of law is concerned, Jerome and Alexa, Representative Yeke Kolova is still a legitimate lawmaker for District Number 10. And we challenge anybody in this country to disprove what we are saying. Yeke took a flight to the Supreme Court. And we're going to go to that topic very soon. He took a flight to the Supreme Court, praying the indulgence of the court to honor an alternative rate of prohibition against a process that was already ongoing for his removal. The alternative rate was served. Authorities at the legislature received the alternative rate. A letter called to Babu received it on behalf of the chief clerk office. Another lady in the office of the speaker received it and fixed their respective signatures on the returns of the bailiff of the Supreme Court. Those individuals are taking pay from the respective offices they occupy. They are employees of the different offices. It is their responsibility to report to their bosses on matters pertaining. The court is not an ordinary area. Even if they were in the net, they should have screenshot their message and say, "Oh, Chief, you are not here today. The Supreme Court sent a writ of prohibition here against a particular action." You're diverting your energy. You're wasting your time. You sit on there, you're passing, and you know that the thing that can hurt to the core, Alexa and Jerome, is the fact that these individuals continue to brag in arrogance. Look, these guys can hurt my feelings. It looks so disgusting whenever they are boasting and bragging about how the notebook had a responsible government. You call this nonsense responsible governance? You call that nonsense responsible governance? That citizens risk their lives to run beyond foreign troops. It took you 3 days, you could not deploy. 3 days, you could not show the presence of a enough people cross from Guinea to kind of Liberia. What did you go to do there? You deploy police. Your neighboring country deploying military men across the border. You are deploying police and immigration officers. Immigration men, why can't they go push up when they go training? When they go do training? No, I mean honest now. People who they infantry battalion courses, military people came to your country to evade. Oh, but that evasion they came for. Your first attempt as a government is to go and deploy immigration people who can be asking Jalo, they full up what he's telling what I receive for it. No, full up spaghetti request us. Most of the immigration men not their respect, but most of the immigration men know what I'm talking about. Most of the immigration men know what I'm talking about. Most of the full up and spaghetti shops, owners are their customer. After 2-3 months, they go to the you paper. The people giving made it active, and the men come back finish. That the kind of people that you send, to go and mend your border. The Guinean side, what it mean, that got sense. How the hell we go across to the place? Military. They brought GMG. Jerome, you should know GMG. Yeah, they brought GMG. Alexa, you know GMG. They brought GMG. You know. No, I mean,
don't put me anything.
I mean, I'm saying, no, but I mean, let's be honest about it, right? The guys brought GMG on the ground, a machine gun, automatic machine gun with a backpack, long, somebody holding the chin directly in the chamber, and another person pressing the trigger. That kind of thing, assault rifle the minute, bro. They crossed the border with it. Then you go deploy immigration men in khaki uniform. The men who specialize in seasoning bread and tea and spaghetti from Fulham men who don't get people. Cow meat. Yeah. Oh yeah. You don't know how immigration men can operate. Cow meat. You know, look at people who issue go there. You where people. No, if I be scrapping my shoe in the beat time, while we talking. If you Fulham men scrapping, you know you get people. I look at go find one and pull passes here. And rapping it. That don't mean you go say what manner of incompetence. Then you won't go run behind Spoon FM reporter for saying the truth. For saying the truth. And you know what, maybe reporting, then go and secure the border. And you can secure the border, tell the country like Jerome said, and that's why I like the point he raised. Tell us the truth. Tell us what's happening with the land. And Alexa made another selling point. You've been successful enough in distracting the country from what is going on. The whole Yaka Koluba attempted removal situation is a public relations, is a propaganda initiated by the government to take our attention from the core issue. The real issue is the Guineans are encroaching on our land and our government in their incompetence. Playing politics in Monrovia. When farmers in Foya cannot access their garden, farmers in Foya, their chicken, their goat, their pig, their dog cows, they can't access it. They don't have access to their livelihood for fear that anytime something can spark up, they have foreign men on their soil with guns. And you are successful enough to come to Monrovia, Yaka. So everybody not talking about Yaka. Who will replay Yaka? Oh, Yaka by election. I mean, you see, and that's what I would say to people. The party guys, to their credit, they're very corny, very crooked. And the criminals can be crooked. I will not apologize for what I'm saying. The guys carefully decided to introduce the Yaka thing, and the whole country will be thinking about Yaka while our people in Foya are going through a lot of struggle. That's what they're doing. What is difficult for the government to take LNTV using Fagon? Fagon, while they're talking, more like that. What is stopping the government from taking using Fagon? Put gas in your car and put knocking you in your car and carry it to the border because he lost King Jews.
When they're taking the people's land, then they can send LNTV.
LNTV.
Yeah.
When the breaking properties in Monrovia, they say LNTV. Yeah. What is wrong? What is difficult for the government to take LNTV using Fagon, put gas in your car, get in GSA, put knocking you in your car, and then say go fly your drone to the border and go get the confidence that our land is now back to us. What's stopping them? They should let the government. The government will let camera. Alexa Jerome. The government will let camera. The government will living on Facebook. Minister of Human Sport passing around the country. She on Facebook. She will not be careful before she go tell her one day and put the Facebook on. No, they may not let Facebook. They let Facebook. They living on Facebook.
But you go what?
She won't be careful before she go tell her one day, oh no, Minister, she go carry the Facebook live there. I'm being honest with you. The government lives on Facebook directly. So if the Guinea situation was solved, all the bloggers, the government having meetings with the bloggers, they are planning to pay bloggers, all the bloggers would have started running around, go out. In fact, no matter in their corny attempt, they would have gone to Solomon border, get some money to cross, go to Guinea and buy something there. While we see them crossing in the Kinu, they'll do all that. The blogger, the content creators. The content creators.
And it's so shameful. It's so very shameful.
Very.
For the citizens of the country to challenge the sitting government to say, go to the particular place now.
Yeah.
You getting it?
You understand that? The boy who is trying to bring the real picture, because their job, you know what is disappointed in the spoon correspondent. The thing is, they say, you know what? The Guinea men are all sorry. Let's divert the whole country attention to Memorial.
Yeah.
And the actually succeeded.
Let's do the let's do the Capitol Hill politics.
Because everybody is focused on.
Well, let go request to print new money. And let go request Yaga Kolwa to be expelled. Let's do the other one.
You have different stories.
Let put Colonel Crown on in the Commonwealth visit all the county around the country and go promote youth in it. That will be having content creator. And that's why they brought the whole nonsense strategy with the content creator. You see the training content creator, so how they will start making money through their content, because the content creators were the ones who were posting the Solomon border issue repeatedly. They were posting about the border issue. So the government came out, the government said, let her meet with all the bloggers, let her meet with all the small, online TV and teach them how they can make money. So they're teaching them to LTA, they get small doing the operation with them. And why the government engaged with them, Colonial Crown promising and having, they have forgotten about reporting from the Solomon border. So they became so embarrassed that after all their attempt to keep the country attention from the Solomon border area, this phone talk begin. It's still that the beginning said, no, I have been living here and I want to go there. I want to go there. Listen, the beginning said, no, I'm living here.
One of the companies that engage in rice production, a massive rice production here, they call Makona River Farm and Agriculture Services, not working. But right, they're supposed to start preparing their land, to start planting next month. But they were denied by the security, by the Liberian security, that the environment is not conducive, the environment is not safe. So as a result of the Guinean security personnel on our soil, no normal activities going on here. The three towns that surrounding the river are not working. They are not doing their normal activities like farming, going on their farms and moving from here and there. Freedom is not given as we speak because of the president of the Guinean security on our soil. So
33, you heard him? The 33 towns that are surrounding around the border, around the water, nothing good happening there. So the guys in Monrovia, and the allegation being leveled against the NSA by Stanton, it is, probably the reason why there is an alleged attempt to arrest the journalist is because all of the efforts they are exerting in Monrovia, all the effort they're putting to control the narrative, to take our minds from Lofa. What small begin with small level for your English? With water inside. No, the ball was the ball where water inside. Look at what the ball talking.
So, to update you guys, nothing happening here. Major, no normal activities going on here. Absolutely no normal activities. If anybody tell you that the Guineans gone back, it's not true. They are still here as we speak. No normal activities going on here. Everything remains the same as we started.
Okay. So what do you think the government wants to kind of man free?
So nothing has changed at the border.
The boss said nothing has changed. The minister there.
On a land that if anybody, including the president,
the boss say anybody, anybody, except the president won't tell me he's living. He's not a living thing. Or he's not a human being.
If anybody.
So the point is, you may succeed at a certain point in cornering the society to believe one thing. But you cannot do it. It is not sustainable because there is something about truth.
You can bury it.
You can, yes. Thank you, Alexa. Truth is stubborn. You can bury it. You can bury truth.
That truth refuses to be buried.
So y'all can hide and put Colonial Crown, all the convo. What kind of minister going for Canada tour? Everywhere she's passing the camera there. She hired one friend, one PR friend. You're picking that Google camera, the camera clean.
Yeah, that's my friend's.
Yeah. Bro, you have money, yeah. I'm not fighting your issue, but I'm just saying she hired the guys. So everybody going to put Jumi in the air. She did. She finished. She go bombing. Kind of just sit on the ground drinking one American water, eating her food, doing this, all that thing intended to get the young people attention from the border issue.
You go to Bond County or bombing where the people drink well water. Then you want to make yourself that the people by drinking.
Yeah. So
yeah, Oliver with the issue,
and that's what we're saying. And that's no, but this is the conversation, Alexa. The point is, this government that is a social media government, a Facebook, a telephone government.
The government left
police director on TikTok.
content creators.
Go see the ball filter skin.
Please.
Oh, the ball wearing a filter. The ball.
He likes the camera more than anything.
And he know how to edit videos. When the ball finish, you see the transitions, the lightings, the filters.
He understands composition.
But even Joe Buck,
he was there, but
we didn't see the water.
He was fully attired. He usually dresses well. But we only saw how he was probably dressed and
we could not see the water.
We didn't see him anywhere.
So there was no need for you to have gone there. Don't be going to call in the film and tell you cheat. I had a blame again. I mean, they come in and let camera. That's why the boss challenged, and the boss said, if anybody tell you that the things, they're lying.
So it is very simple now.
Yeah.
It is very simple now.
And that's why after him.
If you're saying this boy is lying, have people go there.
That's why I say, put Eugene Fagon in LNTV.
And have people from the Ministry of Information as well.
LNTV that is still real.
Yeah.
Put Eugene Fagon in a jeep. Put enough of the juice there, the Casapreco, put it there. And put the DSA. Let the ball go.
Simple.
And the place safe. Let Eugene Fagon go with a TV crew. Let them go put Drew in the air. Let them get him in there. Let them get him in there. Use a body size small. Yeah.
I'll always say this story. The Guineans don't take joke.
No.
Our immigration officer and they flogged me. I remember we put that where they are going to attend a birthday party.
No. The last two of our immigration officers left from Ghana.
Four.
They left from Ghana to go attend birthday celebration in Guinea. They were coming by the Guineans and the Bodak going by.
Like it is already sick.
They will ask someone. They detain. They flag there in the jail. The Guineans don't take nonsense. So if you think the border is okay, nothing happened to the border, no problem. Because that's the narrative the government want to preach. That's why you see them focusing more on the Yakati and 2 minute distraction in Morovia, and you can't work the country that way. It's difficult.
So it just tells you that President Bouaka recalled those lawmakers, as you were saying,
to distract the country
specifically,
so that we don't
the Yaka issue.
So that we don't think about. Yeah. We don't think about what happened to the book because it's shameful, Jerome. It's very shameful that you finish making B more.
Rachel is even shameless.
I'm not
gonna lie
yeah,
to you.
It's shameful that you finish making B more. Like, they horse here when you put me in charge as a father. Nothing will hammer the horse here. No, nothing will happen.
You have 3 meals.
No. You play all the B more. Then you cut the power now. You say another person can in fact the person can pack the car right in front of you do. You can park your own car. You park your car different place.
No, instead I use the bag to
I use the bag.
They were looking for trouble.
They were looking for trouble. All the people you shouldn't making. That's what happening to them. The guys felt they have all of the sophistication, all of the technical know-how, everything they said they know it. It reaches at certain point you can reach all your lies. It will not work out for you. So look, we John Stanton. If y'all looking for that ball, y'all please stop looking for him.
Please.
He's not the problem.
He is doing well for us.
When you open the border, that ball will go and tell you right now as we talk. The border open. The ball will do a same reporting. You open the border right now. The ball guy is here right now. We can speak. Our women, them are leaving for ya. The ball will still report the same thing the way he's reporting it.
The people that who carry the rice, they now bring the company.
They now bring the company back and 2 minute farmers around for ya. The ball will do the same thing. The ball will do the same thing. Don't fight that people so for nothing. Don't go torture him the way you torture the people in South Beach for capital asking situation. Don't do that.
If everything is okay at the border, you should not be, running after one reporter for reporting what is happening there.
The government can send that ball. I don't call him. I won't call him. I'm picking what
developmental Asibo.
Yeah, Asibo. Yeah. The government can put policemen behind him.
Oh yeah, I've noticed he has not been there.
Because
OMG.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
He has
if
not
that
been
border
there.
issue was secure, if the border issue was resolved, they would have sent Asibo.
He has not been
You're
there.
gonna go there. You say right now you see the water. Our immigration officers are here. And everything is okay. Developmental Asibo.
I've not seen.
We have not seen the developmental Asibo to that place.
And they also have an entire clique.
Cabinet meeting where Asibo is on the attend. Asibo can go to the executive mansion and be interviewing people.
Mission protocol.
Just a
even the president.
Just a Sekou Duke this is Mo Ali, you know, and now here comes developmental Asibo. By this time, we should be seeing Asibo to the border.
But do you know lies?
Asibo is not there. What are you talking about? So they can beat the
So
border.
if the border, if our border was secure and the Guineans had left the place, and you know what the succeeded in doing? The succeeded in keeping the media off the border.
They well for that.
So in their opinion, the fact that cameras are not going live at the water side,
so it is done.
It will mean to us in Monrovia and the rest of Liberia that the issue settled. No, when it settles, show us the water side. Prove it. Carry developmental Asibo there. Let me if I'm gonna be there. So why you doing developmental Asibo? If I'm gonna be doing Solomon Bona will never be the same. You know, so why you doing developmental Asibo? If I'm going on the other side, Solomon will never be the same. You gonna do that one.
But you can still carry Baga and say. I will
No,
tell you
in
that
fact-
Baga making news.
Yeah, you can't come you can't over there. You say, hey,
This thing is very simple, right?
Gonna make it.
LBS has correspondence
Oh, yeah.
across the 15 political subdivisions.
That national
with
issues.
the exception of Monserrado.
They want a national
Right.
issue. We want the director general to
As
go
of
there.
now, UJ should have his correspondent if he has one or more. His correspondents should be stationed there prior to his arrival.
Okay.
You know, he's gonna be on live. You know, Eugene he likes Facebook as well. He's on live and
The
this
government-
place is now very advanced. So you have your correspondent on the live along with you while you're on your way there reporting, and then you arrive.
We don't want that one.
And then he's going to go there, but they're clearing the road for him. now.
We don't want to
You
wear
know,
that.
advanced.
No, you don't need advanced team. In a place like you don't need advanced
The
team.
lawmaker then went there. Are their honor men? Eh?
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm gonna go there now. Everybody knows.
Director general.
Director general.
That's what I
The
said.
legislature made fool of Liberians. I'm not going
They
to
make fool of themselves.
because no, I would say Liberians. I'm going to say this: in as much as you have a number of Liberians that would not bow down to all these things the lawmakers are doing, you also have a huge portion of our population that will automatically believe whatever our representatives are going to say. So Roger Kun went there. He likes social media sometimes.
He and Steve
He
T.
promised that, oh, you don't worry, we'll bring it to E5. He said 48 hours. When you're not come here, we'll do this, and that.
The men carry one truck
The
there.
48 hours going to one more now, or not past one more.
They carry one truck there. But
Right.
go see how they should be the what they carry.
See? We didn't even get any update.
And
Then the organized mass fire.
the immigration
So-
boss, I don't commander who
It's
you're telling
crazy.
for anything you want, you rely on me.
Imagine
I don't know if he's still doing what he promised. Oh man,
anything.
I hear
People
people-
need shelter.
I hear
People need food. Oh God.
You know, I hear people talking about the opposition is weak all over, but trust me, there are people there. I don't want to say what I wanted to say because it will be bad for the radio. But if
They won't
somebody,
get it real.
no, if somebody is messing up all over, don't allow that person to say that all over the course.
Do your thing in peace.
Let that person mess up all by himself. So when he goes even preaches tomorrow, he will not able to shake blame.
The shameful part is these guys in power will not have no explanation or justification or any escape route.
You gotta. And guess what, Oliver?
The opposition ain't fighting them.
No.
No opposition protest.
They're free.
Nothing happening. The big opposition party in the country, CDC focusing on being your headquarters. Yeah. CDC doing a small conversation on the cover. ANC is not coming ready. You go president. He ain't hammering them. Yeah. But they are the. You don't have opposition pressure, but the same got issue with you.
The thing what you do is everybody sees the opposition supposed so tomorrow you can say, oh, the people not get a chance.
The opposition will go tell the old man who go in the market now to go buy rest. Well, she not even know what the code is. The opposition will go tell us, oh my get there.
Breaking people.
The people are naturally angry. They are waiting for the opportunity.
I gotta run. So before I leave, right? Asibo had his county tour. You remember he went to Riversons, right? He went to
What disgrace there? They told me, what the hell are you talking about? Real good. When we are pushing, I don't say you be telling people tomorrow.
You're not sure they can run.
Imagine no opposition. Eh?
The people themselves.
My only fear is that today I posted it. Liberia, after Joseph Baga says here in United Party, I'm gonna afraid that our country will be living on loan, like The way Pwaka
The
for
paper clear, they make the experience in
No,
that.
no. So let me end the conversation on that Sunday, right? You know the reason why the country is hard. You know why money not floating around. The guys who are the big salary earners in this government, including Joe Baga himself, they are aware that the way they treating the Liberian people, it will get stink for them in 2029. So they know that they don't have that opportunity to come back to power through free fair election. They know that they also do not have the capacity to cheat. There will be fewer backlashes.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
They know they do not have the capacity to cheat, and they also know that they are likely to leave the presidency because of how they're treating the people, and so they have resorted to one strategy: keep the money you take in every month, keep it, do something with it, and all lavish it. That's what the country has. Look, if the guys have hope of winning, they will be doing good around here. They'll be reaching out. But some of the reason why you see the whole, stuff. That's the whole issue about it. But and let's not go in. We want to wrap up before we go take calls. The point is, if the border is secure, no problem there. Go live.
That's the challenge.
Hey man,
go live. Y'all get operational funds.
No, you get
operational funds. You got gas. You got
$1 scratch card.
You got gas.
Go live.
You got scratch cards.
You just gonna get car. Yeah, you just gonna go there. Here, LGB man. But here,
LPS would never be the same.
That is not that the country radio station. The country ain't got no different radio station besides you're busy.
For
so
real.
the director general you just go put a Casaprego in your car, put a Kinju there, put gas there, get in your DSA. Let me go to the border. Then he go stand there and say fact was sufficient. Facts was sufficient. They said the border was closed. The border is no longer closed. They just said, we told you that Solomon border will never be the same. That's what we need.
But it is not the same. Is it?
No, but I don't. Maybe the Guinea would have left.
It is not the same.
Let me go there. But anything other than that, to say you want to intimidate independent journalists who are providing media reports, I mean, then it means the government is running into tyranny. In this country, like I said, post-war Liberia, the country is not going to condone any tyranny. The country ain't going to condone it. No, the country will not accept it. But we're not going to stay more, on all of these issues. And that's why it's taking a break.
I'm running.
Quickly on the Yaka Kolba issue before we go take few calls. Now let me say this to our people. Yaka was never, and I repeat, Yaka was never, ever removed. Yaka was never removed. There was an attempt to remove Yaka. There was an attempt to remove Yaka from his position at the Liberian legislature. There was an attempt to remove him. Yaka was never removed. And I wanted to get it clear. Yaka Kolba was never removed. On Thursday, they engaged Yaka to have him investigated. Yaka lawyers were not satisfied with the process. And in due process, when the other man is satisfied, you got to reach a compromise. And they left feeling disappointed in the way the process was going. Jerome and fellow Liberians. Yaka lawyers, Councillor Kabina Janet, the former Associate Justice, and Councillor Jonathan Masakwa, filed a petition praying that the Supreme Court of Liberia, the final arbiter of constitutional justice in this country, to grant an alternative rate of prohibition until a conference can be held between the lawmakers and Yaka Kolba and his lawyers to determine whether the prohibition as filed for should lie or they should proceed. Why that identical alternative rate of prohibition is being filed and returns from the serving of those of the particular rate being done and returned to the court. Jane Kola then went ahead and said to damn the court, to hell with the court, we're not going to listen to the court, and they still went ahead with their kangaroo attempt. I'm being careful with the words I use. In their kangaroo attempt to remove Yaka. And the nonsense they did on that particular day, in their opinion, that was legal. No, that was not legal. That was illegitimate. That was kangaroo. That is tantamount to war days. That the wartime, the battlefront commander who we used to call BC, the BC will come and say, who got a goat? He said, oh, Oma, from there, go down for you. Small soya, yeah, get a goat. Matter, yeah, you and Mary in 2 minutes time, you're bringing my soup. Another 10, you're bringing a whole gallon of power. That jungle justice, at wartime, people used to do that thing. On our democratic space, there are processes aligned. There are processes attached to how these things are supposed to be done. And you got a bunch of people ruining the country, and you can't say you to do yeke. You will have a particular case pending at the Supreme Court. Supreme Court places a stay order on a particular situation, and another group of people in the country say they will continue. The court is the final arbiter of justice in the country, the final. Do you know why they call them the Supreme Court and they do not call the legislature the Supreme Legislature? I mean, Jim Colon just came from one country and just started misbehaving in the country and running the country into chaos. The young boys who became lawmakers, who are so desperate, who are so greedy, their insatiable desire to attain wealth should not plunge this country into chaos. I see most of them young people, Steve Tikwa, James Colade, young people who are supposed to be the example of the future. Anthony Williams, P. Madre, I'm disappointed in him. P. Madre used to be an educator. That you will sit down in the legislature and know 100% that the House is proceeding wrongly. As an elder, and you sit there, you do not even stop it. You sit there, being cognizant of the fact that the Supreme Court had already issued that writ through their sheriff to the clerk and the speaker. You guys are aware, now that you didn't know, all of you on Facebook, and somebody go to Facebook now and insult any lawmaker, Jerome, in 2 minutes, the lawmaker will know say you causing. Because all the people will send a screenshot to him. They knew that the Supreme Court had already placed a stay order on the process. They intentionally, willfully, maliciously, clandestinely decided to go and continue with the attempt to remove Yeke. You got elders Thomas Robert Kuya. You sit at the University of Liberia. You call yourself professor for Sino County. Samson G. Weir, an elderly man. Somebody see you and say, oh, the public got wisdom. You sit there. How much money these people from the executive giving you, for which you are ruining the image of the country. The whole separation of power in this country, the doctrine of separation of power is no longer existing. The lawmakers have become rubber stamp. In fact, the president should start appointing lawmakers then. No, Joe Biden should start appointing lawmakers in the country. We should not elect them anymore because you guys are toothless. You sat down in a place, elderly people. That's why I'm singling them out. Mama Beach Mensa, you are lawmakers for God in heaven's sake. That law you're making, you are making laws. So how the hell you will make law that you cannot respect? There were lawmakers before you who said the Supreme Court got this constitutional power. Part of the Supreme Court constitutional authority is to place a stay order on the process. The lawmakers before you made a law prescribing, giving the responsibility to the Supreme Court. They made the law first. Your predecessors made a particular law first that says how the Supreme Court should function. Part of how the should function is to place an order on anything in the country that somebody will find against the human right. Yeke found out that the process against him was against his constitutional right, his human right, and so he went to the Supreme Court for rescue. Under the law, the Supreme Court has that authority, that constitutional legal authority, to place a stay order until a conference can be held and subsequent legal determination made. How you sat there? I want to call their names. The two lawmakers from River State, Steve Tikwa and me. The three lawmakers from Maryland, Austin Taylor, Puma Jue, Anthony Williams. Especially Puma Jue because he's the elderly man among them. I'm disappointed. The two lawmakers, the three lawmakers from River G. Samson Weir from Sino. The rest of the other lawmakers. The rest of the other lawmakers from Mosirado. I'm disappointed. Imara Dan, he said, yeah, a journalist, somebody who was a journalist, causing media, dealing with politicians in this country. Emmanuel Dan, Lyrical D, he was a media icon in this country, critiquing public officials. You go sit in the legislature, a sound man like you sit down, a constitutional violation is happening, and you don't talk about it. Emmanuel Dan, you are the representation of the media. How do you think other Liberians will want to trust media people to go to the horse? How do you think that's going to happen? No, Jerome, I'm getting angry. How do you think that's going to happen? You keep for the media. People expect that going to the house, you will take that same media advocacy to the legislature. I mean, Jerome, that was the point. You sat down. If Emmanuel Dan was on the radio and nothing was happening, he would have criticized it.
Obviously.
So why is he there today?
Obviously.
Why is he there today and looking at a constitutional violation and he's supporting it? Look at all the lawmakers. I don't want to name them. I'm tired of naming them. But it's a disappointment. Tomorrow we'll go ahead and other people who is going to be respected. Look how you running the country. Look how you messing the country up. In the face of the Supreme Court stay order, you still go ahead to do your illegal attempt to remove Yeke. Yeke is still the legitimate lawmaker of Nation number 10. This country is not a country of Rachel Kuhn and a few men who are desperate enough to satisfy the insatiable desire of the executive to want to have dominance over the country. No, you're not plunge the country into chaos. Charger just stole some cash money from the drug government, throw one on the jet till ran away. He who run the country, tell her who run the country, who stole money, don't want to arrest him for it. He ran away. He came back in brown wall, right? Why were Yaga who dropped taking illegally? No, I'm coming. You come in, take over now, then we will go take course. Charles Taylor, it was reported that Taylor was talking to pay GSA. Dog gave some of the money to go do some of the car thing, he stole the money, and when they wanted to arrest him and prosecute him, he ran away. The man who stole from the country ran away. When you're coming back in brown wall. What about the man who job you are illegally removing? Do you know what he's capable of doing when he's coming back?
And the man who ran away brought the man who draw your ticket.
Man, this is nonsense. And you got slow-minded people who we expect to be serious-minded. People who we expect to be serious-minded will sit and allow that to happen. Amen. And I'm disappointed. Those who need my calling, and these are people who know me very well. I'm not hiding it. I want to tell Honorable P. Marjorie that I am disappointed in him. You are an educator. The people here happen to know you to be an educator, a respectable old man. To sit there and watch Richard Kuhn do the things he did with a gavel in the face of the Supreme Court stay order, you still go about violating the Supreme Court? You are lawmakers because there is a law in this country. You are called honorables and given some privileges, some immunities, because the law provided that space for you. And you sit there in the face of the law, apparently out of some few US dollars being dropped by somebody from the executive mansion, because they are having issue with Yaga causing them up and down, and so you close your eyes to constitutional violation. I'm not gonna continue running now. No, 2029, let Joe Baga appoint lawmakers. Because it is useless that we keep electing people who cannot stay and even know what their responsibility is. Man, I'm tired, man. Let you could go to the line.
I don't want to take too much time because you're 100% right. If the lawmakers believe that they are so right in their rules, why are they hasty in taking the decision, not waiting for the Supreme Court order? Simple. If you are so right as you think, that some things can just be simple. You say you're right. You get all the laws are there. But then you in too much haste, you rushing. If somebody went to the Supreme Court and you believe this thing is yours, all your laws are right against this individual, why are you running from the Supreme Court? It is the only communication today that your office cannot see, because Waka called you on Friday morning. And the second part about it is that this is the only day, Friday, where we are in this country. The lawmakers are so active on a Friday. Go there next week Friday to see if they'll be active. Go there 20 Fridays from now and see if they'll be active all over. Let's open the line. Let our people talk. We are in a total mess. Where did the Liberian people get their courage from? For a man who was so misused for 12 years. And in year 13, he doesn't have money to go to hospital. Where you took that courage from to believe that Bwaka, the man's own life, he was unable to use his life positively. 12 years, 22,000 US dollars in a poor country every month. 12 years, the man not get money to go to school, to go to hospital. Then you take your courage and put it in that kind of doise and say he will transform, he will this. Look, every sector will feel pain. The pinch, it will reach to every sector of this country. And when they give you voting card next time, it will not be based on age.
Okay.
They are only destiny. Because they had mistake the commander, you know, I mean, the unit, the commander feeding with. For the head of the unit of criminal, about the unit.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's hear you just passing. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Thank you. And the vision is clear that the pushing for the return of the we are in a current amount of concern material for justice.
Quickly.
You said it right. If the guy were in control of that border, then we have seen them there carry on their forecast. All the videos were going to be there, we're going to be seeing everything there. But I don't know what this government is ready after. So you want to tell me that you think you will cover that border issue without a year? You can do that. We can remind it. See, I'm getting you to remove him. What happened with the border? The people in that static villages in that area, the people have left their farm, they have left their cattle, they are not there, they are displayed. Even unless you want to cover these same people got people in Monrovia here. We got some friends that got their people over there. They are ready, they are giving them information that things are not okay. The guys are staying at our border. So the question we ask the government, what is the reason the Guinea are staying occupied the border there? Then the journalists will report it, then you start your chasing for it because you want to cover her. And I agree with you, you can say remain the representative for District 10. Because even the signature that they gather, other people are speaking up that their signature was fresh. And if at all, it is clear, it's true that the guy's signature was placed for the document, they were not even know that the personal act. Then that means the speaker and the deputy speaker, they are also honest questioning to be impeached as well to be expelled for the last signature. Because you said the man from Meta Town.
Okay.
That are forced to leave the house. The youth that preside over here, you are also perpetrating crime against your colleagues by forcing their signature. So they too should be on their way. So Bwaka is the one that is responsible for the removal of Yeger because the deputy information minister have validated that by saying, yes, we expel Yeger.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, good morning again and good afternoon, okay?
Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Prefectural Bar calling for justice, they concern Librarian for justice.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Okay. As everybody said, okay. The people, they lie and they shame. So that the receive my attention and move on again, is very after chicken. Okay, you're very after chicken and the brother report when you're watching the paper. They don't send anything when you're on the ball. They say, hey, you're going to report that in Ali. They say, yeah. When you're watching the paper, when you're saying you're in charge of the journal. And like what, when you're watching the paper, then you see, they expose again. They all try to expect, but they're not expecting that they are reporting to come for center of play it, but your own guy, they are listening to center to listen to it. They are exposed. Let me tell you, they come as sheep, they come as disgrace, but they say they want to move the guy illegally, so that representation for the Christian, and then one that they put on the ticket, or you know, push her out, current representation are son. We don't vote everybody, I will campaign against that, and they will not be read again. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll leave you right there. We are back. On. Let's hear you. This person. How are you? How are you, sir? Let's hear you. Blooming County. Let's hear you from Blooming. Let's hear you, my brother.
Yeah, I just want to ask a question.
Who you asking? Okay. Thank you very much. I got trust to answer. I got trust not to answer. Hello, how are you? Hello?
Hello.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm fine,
Let's say you, bro.
Yeah, my name is Kevin.
Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, you know, the change that we're having this country, when they get straight from motorcyclists, I take it for free. If your motorcyclist cannot run to me, no time for moving it. Trust me, if you go to town, you can see them with tattoos and other things that is the point. The moment you make fun of them while passing in the genie, they get it wrong. Yeah, try and do The way it was motorcycling was something to protect our own land, able. What a shame on the security apparatus in this country.
Okay. Thank you. We leave you right there. Let's talk to the person. Hello, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you? Good evening, bro. Go ahead.
I want to talk about the lawmaker but that lawmaker who happen to be young guy like boy family who is sitting only in our house not for lawmaking, not to make the country improve, but to only take corruption money to move somebody from position. This is the problem we're facing in this country. That's why you are saying about your candidate, those young guys from your side. You see when we're talking about the young guys from Mama District, now look at the whoever we're talking about. This is a guy that went to school or law school, but you're not even showing the like because that he learned something. You want to sit there to bend the law. You then you break the law. I don't know how lawmakers do the video. How the lawmakers do the law. For me, I don't know if you lawmaker. I just go and not thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to two more, then we go home. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good evening, okay.
How are you, sir?
So all the panel, the person never calling for the reject because this is my levy.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the removal of your care, even with a certain Supreme Court asking to put to us the issue, they did not reach the two-term majority with the 49. They start to, but they said they never reach the Senate. This money hall, what are the bureau from county to county, they start to, but they said they did not reach. When we come to the Makona River issue, there's a slap in the face of water and a group because they have failed to protect the citizens and defend the law. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's take the last two callers, then we call it a day. The last two callers, then we call it a day. Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly. No time.
Thank you. Thank you. So quick time, Lawrence. No, it is. This is for me. I always said it.
Oh, Joseph, your network is bad.
Yeah, Mama told me we are on a the dream. I still putting on the holy narrative including folks that here. Okay, if you say have here on our soil and you are running after the area in District 10 for having an opinion on national matters, then it's utterly shameful. So I was saying there's a lemon test for us. We guys, they are not respecting of the law. Look at the kind of crap they're telling us that one president who went to overthrow the capital didn't receive the communique from the court. I mean, because the people, they don't take us seriously. We're talking that way. So, I mean, if we continue at that time, our vote will be tempered with this country. Oh, forget it.
No. Nobody touching our vote in the country, my brother. Don't even fool them. Let's talk to the person quickly. No time.
Oh, thank you, Kai. And let me just thank to Ajero in studio. This is someone in trouble in our phone from Johnsonville. Now I was librarian for Justice.
Quickly.
Okay, let me say this. All the lawmakers from the Southeast, they are extremely useless. Very, very useless. And Timothy is the number one useless man you see. Timothy is city kind. And Timothy is honest for money. I just started from inner house as you thinking. You remember Timothy will carry that. You will carry that. When you were in house, the Timothy is so every sort of money for the carriage.
No, we do not know the record of his things still running for the character. Thank you very much.
Bring
the evidence. Thank you. We leave you right there, Thomas Sabo. Thank you. We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to Jerome. Let's talk to the last caller. You are our last caller. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much for your okay, and thank you the you got just for you.
Poker Ramos, go ahead. Let's hear you. Poker, let's hear you.
Thank you for the recognition in Robert. Not only destination, our own destinations. You know, one of my friends, I just share what I don't want to do. I should do something I want to do. They go to that to me, the last chef and will have to get the game for the But it's a teacher
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Pokerawa. Let's leave you and talk to Mansisi. Mansisi, you're the last person.
Thank you. Hello, Oliver. What time you can take to check out my number and level. So I think I will get my phone and the level. Yeah. Let's have the number. Sometimes you see my number, you see the boy.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say I'm going to number again. Let's have going up down my money. I still see your number.
We're out of time. We're out of time to the issue.
I want to tell you about your problem. It's not about a engineer and what kind of all the people. So we're going to put a lady on the post sign. When I put it on the last time, they're going to carry the post. They will shoot them for portrait there. That's signature. That's a fire of our country. That's a big one for portrait of your first signature. And fire on people say the best time. And the portrait and the most anything.
Thank you.
What a day was wrong. So when they put it on the food, they will put it on the portrait. The horse in a little ball. He look for something that tell you all that. Nothing else better yet. He look for. See that get it up. Nothing moving. Nothing happy. The portrait there. Everybody that happy nature arm. To that ball. It is very safe. But I want to see our man to ASO. It's why we do it. You see that one. But they allow us to all that part. We make it up. Don't say that we be there. Or the people of part. We don't want to watch 3 feet. We don't get food. He said 3 feet. Who wants to drink? Let's tell the truth. Who wants to run to that ball? That will come to tell you. Anybody? Oh, where are they waiting? Lord, that way. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jerome, we got to go. We're out of time. We're not taking any more call on any of these conversations. Yep.
All I can say, Oliver, all I can say, the government, first of all, needs to be fair. But I think the government, including the guys who support the executive from the legislature, they're behaving like people who went to steal and they will not have the opportunity to be in the house. So they are engaged to steal and run away. That's how they're behaving. But keep, hoping for Liberia, and we'll be here tomorrow. Thanks to you all.
Okay, until then, have yourself a wonderful time. Takun just said they lied to us. Look around you. Where it is better, it means they did not lie. If it is worse, then it means they are still lying.
My people, where you at? Wake up from the slumber. Stop sleeping. Lift your hands. Come on. I know y'all sleeping now. Y'all gotta wake up soon, yeah? Okay, let's go.